In this session, we're going to learn about the order of the mathematical operations that go by whenever we create up a formula in Excel. Now, from our previous discussion, we had this sample data prepared over here, which represented the sales of keyboard across 4 different cities in India, where the cost of the individual keyboard in the respective city is in this column. And I have introduced a new column over here which tells me that what is the tax value associated with the sale of the units in an individual city. So I create, and now I want to find out what is the value of the sales of keyboard in the city of Mumbai in India. So I go on to a required cell, begin with the equal to sign over here, and multiply the number of sales done of keyboard in Mumbai and multiply it by the cost of the keyboard and subtract the tax out of it. Now, just a question over here. What do you think would be the order of calculations? Would C15 be subtracted, would D15 be subtracted from C15 first and then multiplied to B15? Or is it going to be that B15 is going to be multiplied by C15 over here and then the value is going to be subtracted, then D15 is going to be subtracted from its value? Well, let's just check it out. So in this case, first these two values have been multiplied to each other and then the tax has been subtracted out of it. So to understand why this happened is Excel has a default ways of ordering up your calculations when you don't explicitly specify them. So in this case, as you can see, it becomes quite confusing to see which mathematical operation would be performed first. So Excel has a default priority of multiplication, which will have a higher priority over subtraction over here. And at best, I represent the whole rule by the DMAS rule, and where D stands for division, M stands for multiplication, A for addition, and S for subtraction. And it tells me that division has a higher priority over multiplication, and multiplication has a higher priority over addition, and addition has a higher priority over subtraction. That is, in plain simple English, that whenever you will have a formula which will have these 4 mathematical operators in the same formula, division would be performed first, then the multiplication, then the addition, and then the subtraction. We can check out our theory by applying the whole thing onto different entities over here, and we can check it for Delhi. We go ahead and multiply the number of keyboard sales multiplied by the cost of individual one minus the tax in that city. So pressing enter would give up the result, and it is in accordance to our assumption that keyboard number, that the multiplication would be performed first and then the subtraction. So this is even the case if I were to apply the same formula onto say random stuff also. So I create up a new formula over here and do 20 multiplied by 100 divided by 10. So what do you think would be the answer to this? Would 100 be divided by 10 first and then multiplied to 20, or would 20 be multiplied to 100 first and then divided by 100? So in this case, as the DMAS rule puts it, the division would be performed first, that is 100 divided by 10 would yield 10, and then 10 would be multiplied on to 20 over here, so giving us a result of 200. So there you go, that is the answer. And we could have changed the whole concept to include even say 20 plus 10. Now, this is a slightly advanced version of our previous formula that we discussed, and let's see what would happen in the calculations of this formula. So according to DMAS rule, division would be performed first, then the multiplication, and then the addition. So now you will have 100 being divided by 10 first, and then it would be multiplied to 10 itself, and that value would be added to 20. So 100 divided by 10 would yield 10, and 10 multiplied by 10 would yield 100, and then 100 would be added to 20. So this would give you a value of 120. So there you go, that is the answer. So this is the order in which mathematical operations are performed in Excel. Thank you for watching.